Sometimes we have all the energy to go all out, set up the camera, set up the phone, film, do all these things. But some days you're just like, dressmakers and friends, welcome again on the channel. I'm so glad to be here again today. Today, I'm going to be talking about how I have been able to stay consistent even when I don't feel like it. So, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I've been able to manage being a mom, having a fashion business, and also being able to come on here on YouTube, giving out videos, how I've been able to do it. So, just in case there's somebody on the other end that is a mom, you have a fashion business, and you're thinking of doing this content creation thing, is possible. Okay, so it's possible, and that's why I'm coming here to share this with you all. I know that it may be a little bit difficult because looking at what you need to do and everything that you need to just put together, it can be really overwhelming to think that you want to add content creation to it, because content creation itself is like a job. Okay, but I'm here to show you how I actually go about these things, because I do not just feel like coming up every day. It's not that every day I feel like filming. I do not feel like editing every day, but what I do on those days that I just don't feel like it is what I'm going to be sharing with you today, because sometimes we have all the energy to go all out, set up the camera, set up the phone, film, do all these things. But some days you're just like, so on those days, how I do what I do is what I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. I'm going to be taking you through my process of how I get my ideas, how I actually film, how I actually edit. So I'm going to be talking you through everything in between this. And the first thing I'm going to be talking about is you need to know why you are doing what you are doing. Content creation on YouTube for me is a bigger picture. It's more than just showing up. It's more than just coming here to share tutorials. It's much more than that. It's about the bigger picture that I see in the future of becoming a big sewing content creators, of becoming somebody that can inspire somebody on the other end. There are people across the world, a girl out there that I'm inspiring, that I am showing up for. It's about the bigger picture of what I want to achieve. Okay, and it's about inspiring people. It's about giving out knowledge to people that I might even not be able to afford it. So because that is really what this whole thing is all about. So it's just about the bigger picture of why. Why are you doing what you're doing? That sometimes is what's going to like keep you off your feet to say, okay, get up and go. That sometimes is what will make you say, okay, I cannot just sleep. I cannot just sleep on it. I need to get up. I need to create this content. I need to shoot this tutorial. I need to film this, because somebody on the other end is just waiting to learn, is just waiting to know. I am holding somebody back this knowledge if I do not share it. So you need to know the why. Why do you want to do it? So if you're just coming into YouTube content creation newly and you just don't know how to navigate, I would advise that you take a moment to pause first, and then you ask yourself, okay, why am I doing this? Okay, why do I really want to? Because there are days where you're going to feel weak, you don't really know what to do, you don't really feel like doing anything. It is those why that will just keep you up. You want to be able to wake up one day and know that, okay, passively somebody is learning and a platform is paying you. That is also another thing. And someday I'm gonna be able to add this to my portfolio and say, okay, I'm a sewing content creator, and somebody is able to give me a brand deal because of that. So the picture, what do you want for yourself? Is it about you? Is it about you want to impact the world? Is it about I want to be able to do something good for my the generation coming after me, to be able to see that, okay, I've left a legacy. So these are part of my why. I want like my third generation to wake up and say, okay, this channel used to belong to my great grandmother. This is what she used to look like. These are the stuff she does. I know that, okay, this may not really be what is going to be the in thing. Then we don't know the future, right? But I want to be able to leave something behind for somebody to be able to remember me for good and see the at least they can see a little a fraction of the life that I live. So that is also another reason why I'm doing this. So all of this is my why, and these are things that keeps me up to say, okay, I'm going to post that content this week, I'm going to shoot this week, okay, I'm going to make sure that this video goes out there this week, somebody out there is going to be able to learn this week, I'm going to be able to take one step towards my goal this week. So this is just the reason why I stay up, I wake up, and I just film it, or I just edit it even when it's not convenient, and all of that. So you need to understand your why. Okay, another thing I'm going to be sharing with you is how do I get my content. There are a lot of ways that you can actually get your content. You want to know what kind of content you want to put out there first, but for me, you already know that this channel is all about sewing, is all about embellishment, is all about fabric beading. So these are the three. I do vlogs maybe once in a while, things that are related to maybe a fraction of my life. I tend to show you at one point or the other, but those are like minimal. The major fraction of my channel is all about the sewing, is all about the fabric beading, and is also all about the embellishment. So you want to know the kind of content you want to put out there, and then keep at it, keep being consistent with that type of content and content that relates with it. So how do I get my content? I actually get my content from a lot of things inspire me. Maybe I'm doing something, for example, and I feel okay, this, not so many people know how to do this. I put it out there. And first thing I always like to do is, you will notice with my fabric beading and embellishment, is that I do evergreen content that people would scroll or search for in the next 5-10 years. Somebody out there might want to bid on an illusion net in the next few years, and somebody is trying to navigate through the difficulty of bidding an illusion net, and they get to find my video. So these are content that cannot fade off with time. Also, for content, I sometimes do trending content. Maybe there's something people are searching for, there's a kind of embellishment that is working right now, there's a kind of, but I really don't do so much of trending content, because I feel that sometimes they are not sustainable. They may sometimes is like a hit or a miss. Okay, so just to play safe, sometimes I stay more with evergreen content, but however I still create those contents as well. When I see something trending, this is what people are searching for, this is what people are watching right now, I do that also. And how do you get to know that? You also have to learn from other creators page. If you want to do this, you have to follow the people that have gone ahead. There's just no two ways about this. A number of people do not get the most of YouTube because they feel that I think it is basically about the people, not about the YouTube system itself. A number of people, creators, they want to share their ideas to you in few minutes, and they try their best to say it in words, to say it, do it in tutorials, in any form, vlogs and all of that. But one thing I think a percentage of these people that are saying that they're not getting the best of YouTube is because sometimes people just skip a video. Okay, maybe I should share this story with you. There is somebody that reached out to me. We work together sometimes way back, and then she reached out to me some time ago and told me that, okay, I really need to upgrade. I feel like you teach me some things and all of that. And I'm like, okay, it's possible, it's workable. What we can do is, I have a YouTube channel, and I share a lot on the YouTube channel every week. I think you could follow, subscribe, and every week you get something new to learn. I was just telling the person that way. And the shocking thing about it, she told me that she doesn't have data to do that. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. It was so shocking to me, because I feel like, okay, nobody's asking you to pay anything, just show up on YouTube and get to learn. That's all. And then you are still telling me that you are not even sure you have the data to do that, because YouTube eats up a lot. The mindset is just, so if you want to grow, then you need to invest in yourself, whether as a content creator, as a fashion designer, whatever it is that you do. You just need to invest in yourself. And there are so many knowledge out there these days that do not even really cost you so much. You need to invest in yourself. You just need to invest in things like this, because there's no way you are going to grow if you do not know more than what you know yesterday. Okay, so invest in yourself. Look at what other creators are doing. If you want to be a content creator, get somebody that is doing what you do, or what you think you like what they do, and try to look at how they do it, how they've been able to do it for years. Don't just admire their success or their results, because this is what I do. I look up to you, then I do it like in a kind of thought mode. Like, what are the challenges you have overcome? How have you been able to overcome it? So I go back. I scroll through. I do not just watch your videos or recently. If I'm following you, if I'm learning from you, this is how what I do, and I'm sharing it with you all too, so that you all can also do this, because it's going to really help. You go back to their old videos, so you get to see when they were having this challenge, how they overcome it, how it got better. There's a lot that people put out there for free, but it's just like something in a book. that they now say, there's this adage that says that if you want to hide something from a black person, just put it in a book. Until you come on to open it up to see what they are saying, you are not going to get the content of what they are saying. So I think this is just going to be like a sort of advice. You need to invest in yourself. You need to come out here, see things, see other creators, see other designers, look at what they are doing, how they are doing it, especially those of their challenges and those things that they did that did not seem to work. You are going to learn a thing or two from it. So that is it about how I get my content. So my everyday work life is what I put out there. So it's quite easy for me. Don't just go ahead to do content that will be really difficult for you to keep up with. Okay. It has to be things that you do like on a daily. It will be easy for you to continue because this is what you do like on a daily basis. Okay. Now, moving to how I film and I actually edit my videos for production, how I produce my tutorials, you will notice that sometimes I have all of it. I get it together, my space is set up, everything is intact, like that's just perfect. But some other days I just go along with the flow, like I'm working, I'm creating a dress, then I just quickly just film a tutorial. Sometimes the tutorial is planned, is scripted, is staged, and at other times I just go along with the flow, and idea just pop up in between, and I just quickly film it like that. You could see that maybe my background is not so neat, is not so prep and proper, and all of that. So these are ways that you can just get content out there, even on days that you just don't feel like it. And if you are a mom, like you're a stay-at-home mom, what do you want to do? Which helped me when I was also a stay-at-home mom was which is going to help you is that you are going to do it when maybe your baby has gone to the crèche, the daycare, or has gone to school. Just batch create. Batch creating content is also another way by which I get content out there. Create like two, three contents in one day as long as your energy can permit you. Make sure you plan them. Look at the content you're creating, plan them, script them, look at what I want to wear, how am I going to do my hair for this. And so once my son goes to school, I just launch in and I just do it. That is how I did it for me. That's how I do it. And when I have a workspace, what I needed to do was once he's gone to school, I go to work, I get to focus all through the work hours. So, and once he's back from school again, and sometimes he had to come to meet me in my workspace, that means that that is it for the end of the day. Just plan your day because you are a mom, you're a wife, you have so many other things. You can't just go about doing things like other people. Plan your day with the little time that you have per time. Like I said, your why you are doing this will keep you on your feet and say, I just have to show up. And that is what is going to help you. Sometimes everything, the tutorials and all of that is staged, like I said. So once you have discovered what you want to do and what you want to keep putting out there, all you need to do is do it on days that you feel like and days that you don't feel like. Days that you feel like, make sure everything is staged, prim and proper, perfect. Okay. And days that you don't feel like, make sure you still do it along the way. So that's just one thing that has helped. You can see that sometimes I don't even have my wig on. Sometimes I don't even have my face prep, just like today, no makeup, nothing. I just had my wig on. Today was a lucky day. So sometimes I don't even have my wig on, but I still have to show up anyways. So you just have to know that this is the reason why I am doing this and I must keep showing up. So that's just it. And I know that with your why, you are going to, once you have your mind to it, I know that God is going to help you. You may not be able to push content with the volume you want, but you will still come up with something. Okay. So, and lastly, I'm going to be talking about editing. For my editing, I do my editing myself, but I really don't like editing. So if that's one thing that I don't like to do, one thing I'm going to outsource as soon as I have the fund to do that. That is the first thing I'm going to outsource in my production stage. I don't like editing because it takes so much time. But for now, because I know that I don't have any other option, I still edit. I use apps out there. I use CapCut to edit. Sometimes I use InShot, yes, and that's how I do my editing. I do my editing myself, but as a mom, if you have the fund, then outsource that part. Outsource that part. So all you need to do is produce, and after producing, you don't you create the content, film it, and you don't have to worry about how are you going to edit because that is going to like take another few hours for you to get done. Okay, so I know that this video has been helpful to you, and I'm glad to share a little bit of myself to you guys. And I hope that this video you find it helpful in one way or the other. I hope it encourages you to show up. I hope it encourages you to push out to do that next to film that next content and come out here. So this is how I've been able to stay consistent, wig or no wig, don't forget. My name is Motunrayo. I hope that we get to do more of this sit down video in the nearest future. So if you are new here, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again in these tutorials. My name is Motunrayo. And I'm glad to. And that's it for me. I hope that my story, and I'll see you again in this next or this next sewing tutorial. Bye.